Have you ever walked into a hardware store? Or opened Amazon? And wondered, why are there so many different wood glues? Titebond Original, Titebond II, Titebond III, Gorilla Wood Glue, Polyurethane Glue, Epoxy, CA Glue. They all claim to be incredibly strong. But here's the real question. Which one is actually the strongest? And more importantly, which one is the right choice for your woodworking project? Because using the wrong glue can ruin an otherwise perfect build. Today, we're comparing the most popular wood glues used by woodworkers around the world. We'll look at strength, water resistance, drying time, ease of use, and where each glue performs best. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which glue belongs in your workshop. Let's get started. First, it's important to understand one thing. When a properly glued wood joint fails, it often isn't the glue that breaks. Instead, the wood itself usually breaks first. That's because modern woodworking glues are incredibly strong when used correctly. The real difference isn't just raw strength. It's how each glue performs in different situations. So let's begin with one of the most famous names in woodworking. Titebond Original. For decades, Titebond Original has been the go-to glue for furniture makers and hobbyists. It creates extremely strong bonds, dries relatively quickly, cleans up easily with water, and sands beautifully. It's ideal for indoor furniture, cutting boards that won't be submerged, picture frames, cabinets, and most woodworking projects. However, it's not waterproof. If your project will live outdoors, or regularly come into contact with moisture, there are better options. Next, Titebond II. At first glance, it looks almost identical. But Titebond II offers one major improvement. Water resistance. It meets ANSI Type II water resistance standards, making it a great choice for kitchen projects, garden planters, and items exposed to occasional moisture. Drying time is similar. Cleanup is still easy. And strength remains excellent. For many woodworkers, this is one of the best all-around choices. Now let's talk about the glue many professionals trust for demanding projects. Titebond III. If you're looking for maximum versatility, Titebond III is difficult to beat. It's waterproof, food safe after curing, offers a longer open working time, and performs extremely well in furniture making. That longer open time gives you more flexibility during large glue-ups, especially when assembling tabletops, cabinets, or complex projects. The trade-off? It costs slightly more than the previous versions. But many woodworkers consider it well worth the investment. Now let's look at another popular option. Gorilla Wood Glue. Gorilla Wood Glue is another PVA-based adhesive designed specifically for woodworking. It creates strong joints, offers water resistance, and works well on both hardwoods and softwoods. Many users appreciate its smooth application and reliable performance. Compared to Titebond, performance is very similar for many common woodworking tasks. Choosing between them often comes down to personal preference and availability. Now things get interesting, because the next glue works very differently. Polyurethane glue. Unlike PVA glue, polyurethane glue expands while curing. That expansion allows it to fill small gaps, making it useful for uneven surfaces or mixed material projects. It also bonds wood, metal, stone, ceramic, and certain plastics. Sounds perfect, right? Not quite. The expanding foam can create extra cleanup, requires moisture to cure properly, and isn't always ideal for fine furniture. It's powerful, but definitely not the easiest glue for beginners. Next, epoxy. If maximum strength is your goal, epoxy deserves serious attention. Unlike traditional wood glue, epoxy consists of two parts that are mixed before use. It creates an incredibly strong bond, fills large gaps, and works on many different materials. It's excellent for repairs, river tables, outdoor furniture, and structural woodworking. However, it's more expensive, takes longer to cure, and requires careful mixing. For everyday woodworking, most people won't need epoxy. But when nothing else will work, epoxy usually will. Now let's talk about one of the fastest adhesives available. CA glue, also known as super glue. CA glue cures in seconds. It's perfect for small repairs, temporary positioning, jigs, templates, and intricate woodworking details. Its speed is its greatest advantage. But it isn't designed to replace traditional wood glue for major structural joints. Think of it as a specialty tool, not an everyday replacement. So, which glue is actually the strongest? Here's the answer. For normal woodworking, Titebond III is one of the best overall choices thanks to its combination of strength, waterproof performance, and versatility. For indoor furniture, Titebond Original remains an outstanding option. For moisture resistance, Titebond II offers excellent value. For gap filling and mixed materials, Polyurethane Glue shines. For maximum structural strength and repairs, Epoxy is hard to beat. And for instant bonding, CA glue is incredibly useful. The strongest glue isn't always the best glue. The best glue is the one that matches your project. Choosing the right adhesive can improve durability, reduce failures, and produce cleaner, stronger joints. Now I'd like to hear from you. Which wood glue do you use most often? And why? Share your experience in the comments below. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe. Every week we publish woodworking buying guides, tool comparisons, workshop upgrades, and practical tips to help you build better projects without wasting money. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.